What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great start to your week. On today's episode, me and Sean are going to be talking about what we got going on in our lives, maybe some sporting events that we enjoyed going to. Going to be also talking about our Mount Rushmore of Athletes. I think that's going to be a little spicy conversation. We have a little different opinions. And then we're also going to be getting into our 5-minute fitness tip. Stick around and find out.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Huddle. You know I'm here with my boy,
Christian Roddy.
and my producer,
Jesse Mazzone.
Yes, sir. All right, let's kick this off. Feel me?
What is it, PG-13? Say it with your goddamn chest.
I bleep myself. But yeah, tell me a little bit about your week, bro.
Yeah, man. Super excited. Gonna get my Top Gun on, go down to Miramar.
That's not true.
I'm not going to be flying planes, but damn, I'm going to be hitting these balls out of this fucking atmosphere. Miramar has a public golf course. It's like public, but not public. You got to get a pass to get on base. So
Yeah, it's like the Marine Corps, Pendleton's golf course.
Yeah. I've played there before. I've played at Camp Pendleton's. I think that one's called Marine Memorial.
Yeah.
This week, this is the first time I'll be playing at Miramar. It's funny because, like, I heard one of their COs is pretty big into golf. So, like, 3 years back, they dumped, like, a couple $1 million into the course.
Damn.
So,
that'd be nice.
yeah. And I drive by it all because I used to manage a gym down there in Miramar.
Yeah.
And I used to drive by the course all the time. And I was always thinking to myself.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. It's, like, right on, like the edge of the base.
Yeah. Like, literally right there. Like, all that's separating it from the, like,
It's a
road is
fence.
a one little chain link
It's a fence. And that worries me because I'm like, if you're a shitty golfer, like, that's smoking a whip.
Oh, it could. Like, if
It
you're
could.
terrible.
Yeah, if you...
But
I seen some mean hooks. I've had some mean hooks. You feel me?
you're not wrong.
So you be wary of going over there. So
And that's funny because I was talking to one of my boys who's playing with me tomorrow, and we were talking about how just open and flat it is. So I was like, I'm not going to be afraid to swing as hard as I can with my driver.
I'm letting that thing fly.
So because driving by it all the time. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be fun. And then also coming up is, I think, opening. So we're in San Diego where you have the Del Mar racetrack.
Yeah.
We also have opening day coming up. And I think our
Races.
team, yes, sir. So a little bit of gambling too. So
On to the races.
I think our team's putting something together that we're all going to be going.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
on a
hyped.
specific day though.
I don't know what day we're going, but I'm hyped that we are going. I love that we do stuff like that because that makes me fall in love with the company a lot more. When we're doing like stuff like that gets the team involved and we're actually going out there and doing stuff. So
Yeah, it's huge. Like, so I guess that's what's coming up. But like my week now, like I just had a team bond event. Like it was a little bit more low key. We just went out to a local park and got some food together. We did some different games and events, but like we played 5-on-5 football, we played 3v3 basketball, and then we did like some funnier stuff for then little
like
if you're-
icebreakers.
Yeah, and also like if you're not like an athlete or if you don't want to risk injury and stuff like that for
Yeah.
some people, it was
All
fun.
the
Like we
old
did
folks
like
out there.
yeah, we did like a water balloon toss. We did like egg carrying like relay race. So
That's super dope though.
yeah, it's cool. Just getting together and definitely and breaking up the teams in a way like you're not playing with like maybe
Someone
another
that you would
always
normally
play with them.
Yeah.
So and then you realize like oh this person's a
person
pretty
kinda
cool
cool.
person. Yeah.
Hey.
So but that was good.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
How's your week?
Good. Solid week. Like I said, we got that little team outing. I mean, it's gonna be business first and then play after, hopefully. If that's how it happens. And then going to the Padres game this weekend. So it's gonna be a little fire. They're playing Minnesota Twins.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Who are you going with?
I'm going with T and then his girl and then my girl.
Nice.
So yeah, if you want to come, you're more than welcome.
Oh,
to come.
you could hold that pity invite.
Damn, it really be like that sometimes. When motherfuckers be inviting you last minute, you're like, damn, okay.
Jeez.
I don't want your pity invite, motherfucker. I know I wasn't on the list.
God damn, but no, that's like I love going to Padre games. I love going to baseball games in general.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just go to drink and eat food and like have fun.
Dude, it's a good time, especially a stadium like that. Like
Padre Stadium is gorgeous,
Yeah.
and it's like a great one. They have so much great food out there.
like legit restaurants in the stadium.
In the stadium, and then it also they have like you don't have to go and like just sit and watch the game. Like they have that upper level where you can go play pool and all that.
Yeah.
And then they got the other like lower level outside on like the
What's
park
that area called? It's called like the Steelworks or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's sick.
It's cool though. Like there's a lot to do inside the stadium,
And then the grass area in the front.
Yeah, the grass area. So like, there's a lot to do. Like it's pretty dope, especially like if you have kids. Like you can let the kids go play in like the little grassy area and like just let them do
little
their
menaces.
thing. Like little gremlins and let them do gremlin shit out there. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And then they got the beer bats, so I'm about to get one of them.
Ooh,
that dang old beer.
What the fuck was that?
You know, that was my beer impression.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I'm hyped for that though, and it's good to see the Padres. I don't really follow baseball too much like that, like some people do.
Yeah, no, I don't follow it, but it's probably one of my favorite events to go to because like the venue atmosphere is like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Over like football and basketball games?
I'll probably I would go to a baseball game over a football game.
What?
Yeah.
If it's the Chiefs playing, you're gonna go.
Oh, that's different. What? I live here in SoCal, so I only get to see the Chiefs play every so often.
Who's your baseball team? I'm assuming it's
by default it's Padres, right?
Exactly.
So
then if the Chiefs were here, you would.
But I could watch the Padres. How many times do they play here? Like 100 and something. Like I could watch them play 80 times this year. So, but if the Chiefs are in town, like that's an experience for me because I only get that opportunity once a year.
But that's what I'm saying though. But you would rather go to a baseball game?
Unless it's the Chiefs playing.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, for real. Like if two friends wanted to go up to LA and watch a Chargers game, and then two friends wanted to go watch a Padre game, I'm going to the Padre game.
Really?
Yeah.
You would rather go to
probably unless like
that's crazy. I would much rather go to a football game. They get just I don't know. I just love football games. They're just so hype.
See, but I wasn't that crazy about basketball games since you asked. Like, but I went to a Phoenix Suns game down in Phoenix, and I don't know if it was because that stadium's super nice or what. But
have you been to Staples Center?
I haven't. Well, because you always got LeBron.
It's called
fucking Bitcoin
crypto center. Yeah,
but it's always so goddamn expensive because it's LeBron or Kobe, and then the years between them when they were cheap. You ain't going because they were getting blown out.
Same thing now. You got Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers too, so now you got Kawhi. But I mean, you can go to the Clippers game, still dope.
No, yeah, it's still dope. I just for some reason I haven't found my way up there.
So, if you go to a lame basketball game, it is pretty lame compared to like a baseball game. So, it depends on the game. So, like if it's a lame like basketball team playing against like the Clippers or against the Lakers, I probably would rather go to a baseball game.
Yeah. But if it's like.
But if it's two fire-ass teams and
like rivals or like it's coming up for playoff contention,
I'm hyped for that. But I would for sure go to two trash NFL teams before a baseball game.
Damn, really?
Yeah, 100%. Damn. Because there's so much shit that could happen at that game that I would like. I'm physically watching. The game.
So environment, baseball, actual sport, football, all day.
Well, that's why because I get the environment and I get the sport because I get to watch the actual game. Yeah. And I'm actually intrigued on like what's going on in the game. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like something could actually happen. Like there could be a crazy pick, there could be a crazy catch, there could be a smoking like sack. Like there should be something crazy. And I'm also getting the environment, regardless if it's my team or not.
Yeah. I think I was just the couple of times I've gone to like live football games, pro football games, I'm always surprised by how many breaks there are. And like there's breaks in every sport, but in such a like
There is because obviously like there's timeouts, there's fouls. I mean not fouls, there's penalties.
Quarter breaks, half times, and then when they switch sides of the field.
So yeah, I mean there is a lot of breaks compared to like baseball. But like realistically, how often are you watching the baseball game?
Oh, rarely. I mean, you're only watching certain hitters. Exactly. You're only watching certain pitches.
So there you go. Like in the meantime, you could be doing the same.
But the environment at the Padre games are just different to me. I don't know.
Well, have you been to any of the new stadiums in SoCal?
I haven't been to SoFi Stadium.
That's SoFi Stadium.
SoFi, yeah, I've been there.
That's a fire ass stadium.
So I gotta go. And maybe that'll change it up.
Looks like we're going to the Chiefs and Chargers game this year.
A unique experience, though, if you get a chance, is spring training for baseball. That is one of my favorite sports experiences.
I heard that is fun though,
because they're pretty much in softball. Almost, I don't want to call softball fields, but like these small stadiums that literally high schools could play in. Like they're tiny, so you're getting this super inclusive experience, and they're playing like not like literally over a course of a week. They're playing like 12 games or something like that. Yeah. So
That's pretty dope. I definitely would want to go to spring training for sure.
Yeah. And then all the players from all these different teams are in the city. So you go out, you see them all.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty dope.
The stadiums are tiny. So I paid $20 and like literally like
front row
Tatis is right here.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever been to not spring training, but like off season?
Like when they first opened up, like where the Chargers used to do it down here, but it wasn't at Qualcomm. It was like at whatever other little field it was.
Now the Chargers do it at last time they did it, they were at Irvine.
Okay.
So
I've never been anything like, but that's cool.
Pretty dope. Same thing.
You're like on the sideline.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing. Like I'm like this close to like Keenan Allen and shit like that. And like the last one I went to was in Irvine, and it was like the Rams and then the Chargers, and they had like a little scrimmage, and it was pretty dope.
That's dope.
And like if you go early enough, like you'll be able to like see and like meet and greet. It's pretty tight, but it's not as cool as like spring training, because spring training, like you have multiple teams there.
Yeah.
And like
playing games back to back and rotating out.
Like this is just like a Chargers scrimmage real quick, like that they have going on. And it's like super quick. Like they don't have like, it's not like a gang of teams. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It'd be cool if football could do something like that.
That'd be wavy.
You
know what I would love to do is go to like when they're out in London or out in Mexico.
Yeah,
that'd be fire.
I almost tried to go. I think it was Chargers and Chiefs. They were gonna play in Mexico for one of their like away games. That. But then they had a concert a week before in the same stadium, and they destroyed the field. So then they rescheduled it, and they had to play here in the States. Oh, I'd be heated if I was like the organizers.
You know, Johnny went to a game out in London.
No way.
Yeah, he got for Wounded Warriors.
Oh wow,
they sent him out there.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. I was like, damn, you lucky bastard.
That's super wavy.
You know that the Chargers were considering about being London's first football team, like
NFL team, like an expansion out there.
Yeah.
That'd be so tough.
I'd be so upset.
That'd
be so tough on the players.
That'd be tough.
That'd be terrible.
Jeez.
But yeah, I mean, since we're on the topic though,
I was gonna say, so yeah, I mean, obviously we're fans of multiple sports. It's tough for us right now because this season we really only have baseball going on right now, and then golf. I'm a golf fan, so you have like the PGA drama with the live golf stuff. But
yeah,
I think overall, just being a fan of all these sports, I think it'd be a good opportunity to talk about our Mount Rushmore of athletes.
Yeah. You know, so this is gonna be a good topic because now we get to understand where we are in our friendship.
There's already a little context, some disagreements, some agreements.
So. Do you want me to go first or you want to go first?
If you know all four, go for it, because I think like all four of mine.
So all four of mine are kind of like a jumble, but I'm going to say Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Tiger Woods.
Okay.
That's so hard, actually.
See, I was like, that's so four?
Hard. I'd probably put Tom Brady's probably going to be up there. He's like damn near on the cusp. Like that's so hard. And then again, I want to put like Mike Tyson up there too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like
that's a wild card. Okay.
Yeah, so
Mount
like,
Rushmore of athletes.
Mike Tyson's like one of my like top favorite athletes.
Animal
dog.
You put him before Mayweather, before all. So if we're thinking just like a boxer now, you put him before Mayweather and Ali.
I put him before Mayweather only just because of the style of boxing.
Okay.
Because Mayweather is more of like a scorer boxer.
Like he's plays, boxing. He's not fighting.
Yeah, he's boxing exactly. He plays like the strategic boxing game. He plays the defensive game. So like Mike Tyson is more of a
he could do
entertaining boxer.
Both,
yeah, he's a very more entertaining boxer. So I put Mike Tyson before him. But off of pure like stats and pure like skill, it'd probably be Floyd Mayweather above him.
And then you're putting Mayweather over like Ali.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, is that like recency bias, or is that just like from what we know? Because like obviously bias. We didn't get to watch.
Yeah, that's recency bias. Like I haven't seen Ali like. But I mean, obviously he's got a record and he's got his own thing. But Mike Tyson's in my top for sure. So yeah, I got Tom Brady, I mean, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Mike Tyson, and who else? Oh, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. There it is.
So yeah, that's with Tom Brady being like a flex.
So
Like,
that's what I was gonna say. So
Tom Brady's a flex.
Mike Tyson, I understand. It's a wild card, but like I understand. Tom Brady,
Tom Brady's a flex. Like I said,
tough.
I'm incorporating him in out.
Athlete Mount Rushmore, achievement wise, in his sport, he's done things nobody's ever done, right?
Exactly.
Few quarterbacks probably ever to win championships in two different teams. But I don't relate with him. Two, he's like almost too perfect.
He's too perfect, right? I feel like there's a problem. Like there's something we need to figure out about Tom Brady where he's not too perfect. I feel like someone needs to dig up some shit.
Yeah, like people are like, I swear he's
everyone that I said has some backlash.
Yeah,
Tom Brady is the only one that like has no backlash.
Yeah, like backlash and adversity.
The only one backlash that he had was adversity. The only one backlash that he had was the deflating ball thing situation.
Oh, he's a fucking cheater.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another thing too where it's like they did something about getting other teams' playbooks. They did another.
Oh yeah.
There was another thing.
That's more like a big Bill Belichick thing.
Yeah, and then there was another, and you don't know that's happening. Maybe.
I mean, you do. What are you going to tell your coach? Oh, don't show me the other team's playbook. Honor system.
Trade my ass if
motherfuckers. Show me that shit. What you mean?
Show me that.
Show me that playbook.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah,
but and then there was another thing where they were like opening a certain like wall gate of the stadium that apparently allows like wind into a certain area.
Stop, bro.
I swear to God, this was like way back in the day.
Stop it. That's doing too much.
That's
You're telling me
what
you
I heard.
got extra wind behind the ball and now that thing's just flying?
No, when the other opposing team was kicking field goals.
Oh my God, get out of here.
And that's all. Hey, that's a rumor.
That's not Tom Brady's fault though.
It's the organization.
Yeah, it's the organization.
Hey,
Blame
you
the Patriots.
gonna ride with them for that many years. You gonna get rings with them.
Blame the Patriots. There you go.
But
yeah, again, he's a flex though.
Yeah, because I don't know what adversity he's really gone through.
He has not
outside of
much, I don't think.
Being an unathletic white man that was not drafted in a high round, right?
And then just
what
became a Greek god out of nowhere.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
But so my Mount Rushmore, I'm gonna put in LeBron James. Look at his face. I will put in Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking.
So now I don't care about this anymore. So now I don't care about your choice.
Oh my God. So we were talking a little off air. Originally that was Kobe. Again, recent. Let's see, bias. That was my emotional connection of watching him struggle and grind so hard to be so good.
Yeah.
For so long. But if we're talking just overall greatness, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, because Kobe is one of my favorite players. Like he is
across all sports ever.
Yeah, like he's one of the top 5 of my favorite players. Mm-hmm. But on my Mount Rushmore, I don't think I'm gonna put Kobe. I damn near wouldn't even put LeBron. Like the fact that LeBron is up there, he's a freak of nature and he's really good at what he does. But
freak of nature, the amount of expectations he had, and then reaching them, and like how the media says, even surpassing them, which he has. Like to put that much expectation on an 18-year-old, it was insane. And he did it.
I mean,
what?
Really?
Yeah. Like they were comparing him to like Jordan in high school. Like Jordan was going to.
They compare everybody that's comparable to Jordan in high school. They do that every fucking year.
Well, they shouldn't. But,
they did that with Zion Williams. They're like Zion Williams is the next LeBron James. And now look at that fool. That fool's went to overweight bust.
Yeah, went to the finals 9 times.
And lost 5 times.
Hey, still has 4 rings. Went to the finals 9 times.
Lost 5 times.
Is going to be the all-time scoring record holder.
Who is it currently?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to pass him. And how many finals and championships does Kareem have? That dude was great. But he's going to be an all-time top 10 assist person. He's going to be I think he's a top 10 block person.
I believe that.
I think he's up there in steals. Yes, he's played for a very long time, but even other people who have played in a very long time don't have that across all metrics.
No, yeah. So I'm not saying that LeBron James isn't a great player. He's one of the best players in the world. Mm-hmm. One of the best players in the basketball, in the basketball league.
Yeah.
And that has ever been in the basketball league. The only reason why I have a bias is because I picked four different categories. So that's why I picked a boxer, a football player, a basketball.
So LeBron and Jordan on there.
So that's why the fact that you have two up there, I'm like, two
if I
in the basketball league.
If I had to let one go,
it better not be Jordan.
Jordan getting pushed off that ledge.
No way.
Mount Rushmore. LeBron.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that.
Well, that's another. We could have a whole nother podcast.
I can't believe that. So keep going with George.
So
you can keep LeBron and Jordan. Go.
So like with yours, like I want to put Tom Brady on there for his greatness, but that I think if we're talking about just like overall greatness in sport, I think that's why Jordan is on mine. So. And like just being like the best champion in his sport.
Tom Brady's not the best quarterback in the NFL history.
He is, but because like I'm like about him, and I'm not gonna give it to him just because like that adversity that I don't know that he's gone through.
Okay.
And that he's like too perfect.
He is very perfect, and I don't like it.
I don't want. It gives me a feeling.
Yeah, I'm like,
I want someone to dethrone him.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna do LeBron Jordan, Tiger Woods for sure. The amount of adversity physically that he's gone through, and how dominant he's been in his sport is insane.
Sure. It's ridiculous.
Like there's not many people in like sports in general that have that many surgeries and keep playing.
Oh yeah.
Much less like golf. Like I don't even know why he's having something. Like he's got a fused spine. He's had like 2 back surgeries. He had a knee surgery. Now he has rods in his legs, and he's still out there being a pro golfer. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
There was a stat. So the point in golf is to get the lowest score possible. I think it was from 1997 to like 2011. They did his total underscore over those years was like he was under 200, like minus 200 points.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The person in second place was positive 163.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Or something like that. I don't know.
That's something bugging.
So it was like 100.
I hope it
look.
Are you sure it's not negative?
No, they weren't negative. That was the thing.
That's insane.
The person in second place over that time period wasn't even negative.
That's a ridiculous stat.
Like
the fact that you said that, like that made for sure like solidify the spot because like, that's crazy.
Like he's the most dominant.
That's
person
like
during
light
that era.
years. That's light years away from like another golfer, bro. That's crazy.
And there was a period in time. I was just talking to Fletch about this today. There was a year that he would win a tournament 47%. The year.
Yeah.
Like so if he played in a tournament that year, it was a 50% chance
Damn
he was winning.
He's winning every.
There's pro golfers who never win.
That's wild.
There's some golfers who are greats who would like, they won like 2 in the same year, 3 in the same year. This guy's probability was 47.
You see Tiger Woods on the roster, you better be worried. Damn, this one man has a chance.
But I know Tom Brady has a similar thing for his career.
He has a similar stat too.
To like win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And amount of wins.
Yeah. So, but again, so Tiger Woods is my third. Fourth is tough. So we have great people. We have dominant people in their sport. I wouldn't say I don't know. And again, I like Tiger Woods as a role model for, again, his sport, being like one of the first like richest black athletes. Pro golfer.
Active athletes.
Mm-hmm. Who else has done something crazy for a sport?
Like, there's a lot of like soccer players that I would like to bring up too. Like Leonardo Messi is crazy.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo
is crazy.
But it's just I'm not that giant of a soccer fan.
What's his name? Ronaldinho. Is that how you pronounce his name?
I don't
know how to pronounce his fucking name, but he done something crazy
Oh,
too.
I guess I'm gonna do this. Well,
and there's tennis too. Like
tennis. All right, so we'll go with tennis.
What's his name from? Or Serena Williams.
I'm gonna go with the Williams sisters. I'll pick Serena.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was gonna say Usain Bolt.
Oh.
But
low key, that man is a freak of nature.
But again, so because I'm thinking like when I think of athleticism, so and it doesn't even relate, but I almost like the story, right? Like that's why I say I don't want to put Tom Brady. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna put Serena, like a black woman in the game of tennis.
Yeah, for sure. That's
to be that dominant again for that many years.
That's for sure like something crazy, like that we like don't recognize as much as we should, but like that's wild. The fact that she's on there. I mean, the fact that like she's overcome so much like different adversity. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And her sister too was a
Both.
dog.
Yeah, both dogs. And then like it was like she had a child. Most recently, her second child.
Yeah.
Came out and like won one of the biggest tournaments in tennis.
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
within the same year.
That's crazy.
So,
so yeah, I mean, I guess so. If you couldn't pick,
she's my flex.
She's your flex. I'm surprised Kobe's not your flex. I mean, I'm surprised LeBron James isn't your flex. That's crazy.
Well, for my generation, my era, he's solidified on there.
Oh my God, I can't believe Jordan's not solidified on there. Michael Jordan, my boy went.
He's not a flex.
My boy went from the minor leagues and he went
and he
minor
gets
leagues
points
and
back
for that. Back into the NBA. And went to the golf.
Oh, he a great golfer. He never played professionally.
No.
He probably did some pro-ams. Yeah, he
Yeah.
played like pro-am tournaments.
Yeah. So.
No, he's on there.
Okay.
He's on there. Honestly, him going to play baseball helps in my opinion. Some people are like, it's stupid, but the dude played in the MLB and batted 200.
And then went back and played in the NBA.
And got some rings.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Stop sleeping on my boy.
Yeah, so sometimes when like I think highly of LeBron or Kobe, and some people are like, oh, so Jordan's this, and Jordan's that. I'm like, no, Jordan is absolutely amazing.
Because like people just think of like him as the basketball player, but they don't see the big athlete, that big athleticism and athlete as he is. Yeah. And like also like
businessman
that he is as well. Like, bro, my boy's really winning out here.
Yeah. So I try to separate businessman a little bit when I think of like athlete.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, no, he's on there. LeBron's on there. Tiger Woods is 100% on there.
I'd for sure put LeBron on there because he has done a lot for the community and a lot for outreaches compared to a lot of like other athletes. So
yeah. And the image he tries to portray and he
does a great job at it.
Yeah, perfect. He's put people on. He's agents. Yeah. What he's done for the players off the court. It's like they're. Yeah. I want to say freedom because people are like he created super teams, but
he gave players freedoms to make their own decisions.
But what I like to bring to people's attention, like he leaves and he gets a ring at other teams. LeBron has never requested a trade. Yeah, he has never been traded. He finished out every contract
for sure.
So again, so did Kobe and Jordan, like all that stuff. But when people bring up the super team argument, like I just want to remind people of that.
Yeah. So you got Mike, LeBron, Tiger, and Serena. That's a great.
You said Mike?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Yeah. That's I think that's
a good one. So yeah, and then I got Mike, Tom,
Tiger Woods,
and
your flex was Mike Tyson.
Other Mike.
That's nice. I like how we both went out in sports that we don't even really talk about that often.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's such a hard it's such a hard thing because there's so many great athletes that have done again, we could have went with like Usain Bolt, we could have went with
Cristiano
Ronaldo, Messi, we could have went with Floyd Mayweather, like Floyd Mayweather is damn near at the top of my list.
Yeah.
And then we can go into UFC fighters too, if we really want to get down into it. I don't think any UFC fighter would make
anyone's Mount Rushmore. Well, the sport, one, hasn't been around long enough, and two, it's like people aren't in the top of that game long enough.
Exactly. I mean, currently, it's Conor McGregor,
but he doesn't even have as many title defenses as Anderson Silva does.
Yeah, exactly. So the only reason why I give Conor McGregor is because of the different
popularity, what he did for the sport.
Exactly.
UFC fighters are getting paid more now today because of Conor.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, that too. And then there's what else? There's baseball. There's probably great plays.
Tons.
Derek Jeter,
we didn't even talk about him. Yeah, Derek Jeter, Barry Bonds. You got
Sammy Sosa, bro. You got a bunch of
plenty of people
hitters
who did great things for the game.
What's his name? Big Papi. You got a whole bunch of baseball players that are pretty crazy too. So yeah, there's a lot of great talent that we're skipping out on.
Yeah, in that entire sport. But that's my sport bias.
Exactly.
I'm not that involved in that sport.
Exactly. I mean, you're not that involved in tennis either, but
no. But that's her sheer dominance that sport.
But you know Serena Williams and you know tennis.
Yep.
Tennis and Serena Williams are the biggest picture. They legit made a movie about her. So
yeah,
that's how you know she's dominant.
If I see tennis on a sports drink commercial, guess who's on the
for
commercial?
Sure.
It's her.
Yeah, for sure.
Or what image are they using for Nike when they're doing an ad? It's her.
It's her for sure.
So
yeah, it's great. Yeah. I'm glad that you switched that up a little bit. I'm glad that Kobe was not on there.
Not on there.
And Mike would. I'd have been happy with either one if it was like Mike and Kobe or Mike and LeBron. I would have been happy. But the fact that Mike wasn't on there, I was getting a little upset.
Oh, it was LeBron and Kobe?
Yeah, the fact that you said LeBron and Kobe, I was getting a little upset.
Well, like I said, it's I have an emotional connection to Kobe that I didn't have with Jordan.
That's true.
And then LeBron, again, emotional connection that I didn't have with Jordan, watching him go from like that kid on the Cavaliers to like everybody's second GOAT or first GOAT and winning 3 championships. And like he was entertaining to watch with D Wade. He was entertaining to watch when he was the romantic story of him coming back to Cleveland and facing like.
That's true. Facing adversity, going back to Cleveland and going to LA and then building a powerhouse in LA and but winning in the bubble.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
I don't know.
This
bubble.
Like, oh my God! If anything, that's great for him.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So, well,
yeah. If you want to know how to be on a Mount Rushmore of athletes, though, maybe you should listen to our fitness tip.
God damn it, our 5-minute fitness tip. God damn it, probably you might be a Mount Rushmore athlete if you actually listen to these motherfuckers.
God damn.
So yeah, tell them what it is this week.
So this week, since we're still in summer, we're going to talk about everybody who wants to lose a little bit of weight still, and we're going to be talking about target heart rate.
Target heart rate, damn it.
Yeah, so
in that heart rate, in that area where you need to be.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about how when you were hearing me talk about Michael Jordan maybe not being on my Mount Rushmore and your heart rate was going up, and you're like, oh, I'm a killer.
Oh, target heart rate.
No, I'm talking about, so whether you're weightlifting, whether you're doing cardio, a great thing that I like to ask my clients and members is, how do you measure success? So we have what a lot of people call RPE, which is relative perceived exertion. As you guys probably know, if I asked you that question, how would you track your success? You'd be like, oh, I felt like a great workout today. That's kind of using your RPE scale. But what I would love to hear more of is, because I see you guys with your Apple Watches, you have your Fitbits on, is take a look at your heart rate after your workout. And then when it comes to target heart rate, so the tip today is understand where you're at throughout your workout, but more importantly, figure out your target heart rate max. And then the way you figure that out is?
The easiest way to figure that out is 220 minus your age. That's going to be the easiest way to figure out your target heart rate. That's the average, easiest way for adults. That's going to differ from person to person based on your age, your demographic, your personal fitness, and any health conditions that you may have. Yeah, because you can go more in depth, and you can do like the pace test and like go really in depth and like count how many like beats per minute you're at, and then go from there off of like your target heart rate. But realistically, like, it's good to understand what your target heart rate is, because a lot of people will be like, well, I sweated this workout and that was a great workout. And like, motherfucker, you could sweat walking down the street. Like, that doesn't mean like you're at a target heart rate of you like really burning calories or really like losing weight. It means that you're like, your body is just your thermal thermostat in your body is like just high, and like you're hot, and, like you're just sweating. Like, that's all it is.
Or you're a little more, if you're like, oh man, I put it all out there today, but you're a little bit more tired. So you're using relative like measurement sticks that could differ from day to day.
Yeah.
And again, your heart rate can, go up from day to day based on your sleep, maybe the caffeine that you had and stuff like that. But for the most part, using your target heart rate like measurements. So take that 220 minus your age. So I'm going to do simple math here for me. Sorry, guys. But it's like, if you're 20 years old, do 220 minus that 20. Your max heart rate then is 200. Now you're going to do 60, 70, 80, and 90% of that target heart rate max. And these are going to be kind of the phases that you're going to want to be in throughout your workout. If I'm weightlifting and my goal is weight loss, I always want to be at least my 60% target heart rate. So now take that 200 times 0.6. That's where you're going to want to at least be. And then that's going to be where you're probably going to hang out for about anywhere around 70% of your workout. I would say like 10 to 15% of your workout, you're going to strive to get into that red zone, which is around that 90% target heart rate.
That's pushing it. You're pushing it.
Yeah, so
180, bro. You pushing it, boy. You pushing it. That's really going.
So it's going to be up there. That's good.
And like, a lot of people think, well, yeah, I got to be in my target heart rate for like hours.
No,
that's not it. Like
that's
your max heart rate should be for like maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, like at most.
Well, because if I have an hour long workout, I said 10% of your workout should be at that
60%.
So that's 5 Well, no, 60%.
At 90%?
At 90%. So that's 5 minutes.
Yeah,
tops.
exactly. That should be like 3 to 5 minutes tops.
Yeah. And that's not all at once.
Exactly. Don't be going.
That could be some interval training that you do for your last 5 minutes of your workout or last 10 minutes of your workout.
Don't be going out there and passing out and being like, yo, the Hustle Huddle told me I got to be at 180.
Yeah. And again, hey, do whatever you want to do, but that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just a random motherfucker. So
yeah.
But yeah, just don't realize that you gotta realize like what duration your target heart rate should be at as well. Like, if you're gonna be at that 60%, like 120, if you're gonna be sitting at that, like, yeah, that's a cool like lightweight, brisk, muscle building workout. But if you really want to kick it up a notch, knock it up to 70% or 80%, and like see how long you can last in that target heart rate by doing like supersets or doing a HIIT workout. Like that's gonna be putting you in that like higher percentage. This way you can continue to like be in that higher percentage throughout your duration of your workout.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There it is. I like it. Again, little disclaimer. Figure it out for yourself. That's generic. Everybody's a little different. This is just a like wide blanketed statement that like organizations like National Academy of Sports Medicine, some health professionals will give you. This is like somewhere to start.
This is like, the generic quick answer.
Yeah. I'm not saying go out there and try to get to 200 beats per minute. God damn it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do it. So.
But yeah, so you know what's going to get you up there? What's going to get your heart rate really pumping?
Yeah, get you to your goals a little quicker.
Listen to the motherfucking podcast every Tuesday on Spotify,
Instagram,
YouTube,
TikTok,
Apple Music,
and anywhere else you listen to your podcast.
You want to listen to your podcast.
Again,
so yeah,
that's the Hustle Huddle. The only controllable pillar of success is the hustle.
Facts.
See y'all next week.